Good evening, everyone. This is Michael Cobb, hopefully your next U.S. Senator running out of the state of Maryland. Um, I know I take a break here and there. It's this rough trying to get the word out, and it seems like you're getting no views and no responses, especially when I'm trying to represent the normal working class American. Uh, it gets frustrating sometimes. Anyhow, my title tonight was Enough is Enough. And that came from a gentleman who owns a car dealership in Chicago who was on the news yesterday morning. Besides selling very high-end cars, he also sold very high-end watches. And during broad daylight, two gentlemen entered the store, one armed with a handgun, stole several $1,000,000 worth of watches, broad daylight, with men, women, and children in the store. I just don't understand what's going on in this country, why Congress isn't doing its job. It, they can go on and make laws to where prosecutors have to prosecute minimum sentencing for these people committing these violent types of crime. Broad daylight, armed gunmen, children in the store. What's it going to take for people to wake up and realize? And it's not just California. It's not just Chicago. Right here in Maryland, where I'm at, last week, our courthouse, Essex Courthouse, had all the front windows just shot out, broad daylight. Walgreens right up the street from the courthouse. Third time in the past several months, they did a smash and grab on the ATMs. At a grocery store, no more than a quarter mile away from me, called Gershbach's. Drive-by shooting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If you think it's not here in Maryland already, you're dead wrong. It's everywhere. It's just not being reported. These incidents I'm telling you about was not on the news. It's being kept from everybody because they don't want you to know what's really going on. I know I sound repetitive sometimes, folks, but I'm running against a Democrat, so I'm gonna have to run against as a Republican. But I'm not going there as a Republican. I'm going there as an American, a working class American that's going to fight for all working class Americans. It's going to fight for the store owners. That's going to fight for the good men and women in the country against the criminals that are just being. You get arrested for armed robbery, bank robbery. You're on the street before the cop is off his shift. There's something seriously wrong there. That, and like I said, the reason I'll take a break from making videos every day is I just get frustrated. It seems like I'm putting the word out and I'm not getting any responses. And nobody wants to spread the word I'm trying to get out to help me get in there because I want to get in there and fix it. I heard one gentleman say, I believe it was the dealer from the ownership. A politician's first job is to get elected. His second job is to get reelected. No. His job is once he gets elected to go in there and do something for the American people, not to the lobbyist that's going to turn him from making $175,000 a year into making $5 million a year. That's not what they're there for. They're there to work for the American people, and they're not. and it just bewilders the human mind. I'm on here every night. I'm speaking the truth. I mean, I smoke cigarettes on here. I've even admitted I can't stand smoking. I think it's a disgusting habit, but I smoke. I mean, I'm honest with everybody about everything. You got questions you want to know about me? Go to my Facebook page at Mike Cobb for U.S. Senate. Type in a question. I'll give you an honest answer. I'm on Twitter. Uh, go to my page. Type in a question. I'll give you an honest answer. I'll be the most honest politician you have out there. And like I said, I have running as a Republican, but I'm not going there as a Republican. I'm going to be fighting both sides because I'm tired of, excuse my language, I'm tired of the bullshit that's going on in D.C. They're not doing their job. They're not protecting America. They're not protecting Americans. They're not protecting the working class Americans. They're not trying to get people off their ass and back to work, which they should be going back to work. These subsidies have got to stop. They're just destroying the young people of this country. Yet I seen on the news the other day they want to stop people from getting failing grades. Trust me, I'm a roofer. I mean, I work in some of the poorest neighborhoods in Baltimore City, and I talk to my customers, and a lot of them will tell you they're stuck where they're stuck at because their teachers did not give them a job. They graduated high school and they can't read and write, and they're the same thing's happening to their kids, and that's not what they want. They don't want handouts. They want their kids to be taught science, math, English, history, good and bad, because that's where our greatness came. Some of our greatest people came from the worst parts of our country's history, and our children should be taught this. I mean, you learn from your past. You don't bury it. You don't try to change it. You don't try to twist it into something that it wasn't. You tell the truth. And when you stop learning from your past, your future isn't going to get any better. I don't want to get to where I'm rambling on, but anybody out there that's listening to me wants somebody honest in the Senate, wants somebody that's actually going to go in there and do their job and put their foot up some people's asses on both sides. Because the Republicans at this point are no better than the Democrats. In my opinion, both sides couldn't be any more corrupt than what they are. I'm sorry to say that, but it is what it is. And there needs to be term limits put on all these people, and the people that's in what's called the deep state that's dug in there. They need to be removed from their jobs because they're not elected politicians. They have no right or say on what goes on. Like I said, I'm sorry, folks. I just get so frustrated. Anyhow, visit my Facebook page, visit my YouTube page. If you can, go to my GoFundMe page, Michael Cobb for U.S. Senate. I need campaign donations so I can get a campaign that's really up and running and get my name on the ballot, because that's the rules in Maryland. I got to have $5,000 worth of campaign money come in before I can even get my name on the ballot. We're running out of time, folks. I just want to get in there and do what I can to help the country become the great United States that it's supposed to be. Not this not this, whatever. It's starting to lean more towards like Venezuela and China and Russia. Just take the blinders off, open your eyes, and look around. They're going back to mask mandates. The pandemic is over. Omicron is the end of the pandemic. It's the weakest variant that's come through. It's over. It's done. Show some American spirit. Take off the mask. Throw them away. Refuse to wear them unless you have underlying conditions or you're 60 years or older. Then the vaccines are not working. The boosters are not working. You're still getting the COVID. You're still passing it to people that's fully vaccinated and has the booster. So they're failing. Stop listening to the government because they're just lying to you. It's all about money. That they're getting paid a fortune from these pharmaceutical companies. Look at what's best for you, and for God's sakes, take off the blinders, open your eyes, be Americans, be strong, fight back, fight the government. Remember, they don't control you. You are their boss. The government is supposed to work for the American people. We are not supposed to be subservient to them. It's over. COVID has been around forever. It is this new strand that escaped from the Wuhan lab, which they still won't admit because they don't want to upset China. Who gives a shit about China? China can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. They done stole all of our work, which we need to get back over here. These factories over here need to open up. We need to make our own medicine here, not depend on them. Anyhow, I'm signing off for the night. I'm going to try to get on tomorrow, hopefully less frustrated. God bless. Have a good evening. Please get my word out. Share, like, post me some questions, anything. And if you can, visit my GoFundMe page, Michael Cobb for U.S. Senate. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And that's how it is. That's how it's listed on YouTube and on my Facebook page, Michael Cobb for U.S. Senate. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.